What's poppin', y'all? It's your boy DeAndre.
What up? It's Bailey.
And we back for week 5 of the college football season. I cannot
Week
believe we
5.
almost halfway there. It is going crazy.
It's quick.
We finally started getting on a little roll with the mojo last week. We had a good week. We won all 4 days of betting. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. It was a beautiful weekend.
Cash
We
money.
was cashed out. I came out even last night. Just, it is what it is. But
We're coming for you this weekend, DraftKings, too. We're coming.
yeah, we coming. So you better have your checkbooks open, DraftKings. It's about to be open season because we got the locks on deck and we pivoting with the prowess to make sure that we get the payday that we need.
And we got some good games this week, too.
Yeah, some good games. Some good games.
Not as good as last week, but we got
not as good as last week. So we had 8 games this week we covering. A lot less sadly, but that's just how the season goes. First game is tonight. Utah, number 10 ranked Utah versus Oregon State, number 19. Oregon State is -4. Oregon State is 3-1 and Utah is 4-0. What do you think about this game, man?
This is a nice game to have on Friday. I think that's a good watch. I think I'll just sit down and watch this tonight. I don't know much about these two teams. I mean, I've seen Utah play. I don't know much about Oregon State just because they haven't really been on TV. They're at home, but I think I'm going to take the Utes here. I think Utah. I've seen them play. They played some tough teams. I think they went into UCLA and beat them last week. So I'm going to take Utah uh, in this one.
Yeah, this spread is -4. It's a close spread. I mean, they're both two top 25 teams, so as it should be. I'm gonna take Utah as well, just because I think they've been improving. They through the mud. They're undefeated still, and I think they kind of keep it rolling because they've proven they can win without they start quarterback. And I don't think he's back this game, but I think he's gonna be back next game. And they're just gonna keep it moving, man. They're just gonna just keep it on moving. So let's get on Oregon, Utah.
Utah Utes, baby.
Next game of the week for the weekend in a row.
Colorado. We got
4th week in a row.
Bandwagon Colorado fan over here on my left right here.
4th week in a row. Game of the week. USC, number 8 USC versus Colorado, who's sadly unranked now. Colorado is plus 21.5. Now, they were 21.5 underdogs last week and they got blown out.
Whooped.
But I think, it was it was gonna be a time to come where they kind of hit the railroad tracks at a crossroads for a bit. And I think this week the tracks kind of get back on track. I think Travis Hunter's gonna be playing this week. He is definitely. It's gonna be a huge momentum boost. I think this is USC's really first real big game. This is their first. They have all this hype around the games and whatnot. And I think that some of the players, they just they get shell shocked a little bit. It's normal. But I think the game's going to be closer than what we'll expect. Colorado's at home, which is huge. And so I'm going to take Colorado plus 21.5, man. Deion going to do his thing. He ain't going to get embarrassed 2 weeks in a row. That's just not how he does, man. So
this man has not learned, has he? I told him last week on the podcast that Oregon was going to make mincemeat of this Colorado team. I think they were a little overhyped. Their first 3 opponents were not that good. They're getting the clicks, they're getting the highlights. I like Deion. He's flashy. Son's good at quarterback, but I think it's just too early in his tenure to be able to compete with teams like this. Oregon last week, just made a mockery of them, and I think USC might be better than Oregon. I know they're going into Colorado, but I'm still going to take Caleb Williams. I'm still going to take them minus the points. I just don't think Deion is there yet. Like he said in his press conference, you better get me now because this is the worst we're going to be. And I think that shows that, they're not a good team right now, but in the future, Colorado will be a great team. So, USC.
He's doubting the man. Get him once.
Come on,
got him last week, but that's about it. Next game is number 1 Georgia versus Auburn at Auburn. Auburn is plus 14 in this game. Auburn I believe is 3-1, and they're tough at home. They've always played tough at home. Georgia, they kind of they didn't play their best last week. I don't think they covered the spread, but I fully expect Georgia to win this game still. But I think it's close. It's SEC classic matchup. I'm gonna pick Auburn plus 14. I think Georgia kind of comes back to earth even more so this week, and because their schedule's getting a little bumpier. The roads is getting rough. They ain't done construction to fix the roads in a minute, so that's what's gonna happen at the end of the season.
I'm gonna also take Auburn plus 14 too. I think it'll be tough for Georgia to go into a hostile environment, and I think they win the game. I just don't think. I think Auburn keeps it close. It's a sus line. I don't think Georgia's quarterback's that good, so I'm gonna take Georgia.
Next game is
This is the game of the week here, boys.
This is not the game of the week. Go ahead.
Game of the week.
You need to get that. Next game is Kansas 24 versus number 3 Texas. Texas is minus 16 this game
In Austin.
in Austin. So, what you think, man? Let's see a little beat.
I wish I had my Aqib Talib jersey on me. I'm not gonna go grab it, but I'm taking Kansas money line. This is the easiest bet of the week. It's plus 600, so you throw it in your parlays, bet it up front. Ladies and gentlemen, Jalen Daniels is that man. KU are some dogs. They go into Texas and win. It's easy money. Plus 600. It's the lock of the week.
You know what KU reminds me of?
Cinderella story?
Nah, they remind me of Bambi because they might get shot down this week.
Wow.
Look now, KU's had done nice. You know, they've beaten a lot of average and subpar teams this year. They've not beaten a ranked team. They haven't, done anything outworldly special in my eyes, or even America's eyes, because they just, they've done good. I will give them that. They have won the games they should have won. They've been favored every single game they played, so they should be 4-0 to the books. If you're gonna favor them in all the books, they should be 4-0. Congrats to them. I like KU's quarterback. However, Texas beat Bama. When you beat Bama, boy, you've been through the proving ground, man. You've been through the trenches.
They don't have a
You've been proven war ready. And so, what do you mean they don't have a quarterback? Quinn Ewers?
No, Alabama doesn't have a quarterback.
So
Jalen Daniels is
that doesn't matter. That doesn't mean anything to me. I think Texas comes back to earth this week. I think they go into a crazy hostile environment. Those fans gonna be hyped up. Give me Texas minus 16.
Let's go! I'm ready. 3:30.
They might cover, but I'll take Texas minus 16. But
3:30. We're
it's,
hopping on live for this game. TikTok. Check us out.
then you'll get your account revoked if it's on live. So I've done that before. Next game is Mizzou 4-0 versus number 23 ranked versus Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is 2-2, plus 13.5. Vanderbilt. This game should be easy for Mizzou. Vanderbilt's not good at all. They almost lost to Hawaii, and Hawaii is completely garbage. It's Vanderbilt. They're still doing construction on the stadium. Barely any fans gonna be at this game. It's probably gonna be raining down there, I think, too. So I just think this game is Mizzou's to lose. If they lose this game, I honestly won't be shocked being a Mizzou fan, but they should beat them by more than 2 touchdowns. However, knowing Mizzou, they will keep it close. So I will take Vanderbilt plus 13.5, but Mizzou should win the game.
Wow, okay. I actually wanted to take Vanderbilt plus 13.5, and then I remembered that their scoreboard or Jumbotron was being held up by 2 cranes, and that can't be home field advantage. So I'm going to take Missouri minus 13.5. So
they almost lost to Memphis last week, right?
I do know that, but Vanderbilt doesn't have any home field advantage, so I'm going to take Mizzou.
Okay. Next game is LSU, number 13, versus Ole Miss, ranked number 20, top 25 matchup. Ole Miss is 2.5-point underdogs. This game will be close, very low scoring in my eyes. LSU's actually been proving a lot of people wrong this year, including myself. They've been surprising me. So I'm gonna hop with LSU just because I think they got the depth to kind of go on a really good roll right here. They keep this up, they beat Bama at the end of the year. Who knows what they can do? Get in the SEC championship game, make some noise. So I'm taking LSU.
I'm taking LSU too here. Ole Miss is okay, but for some reason I believe in the Tigers. I think they get it done in a hostile environment down at the Grove. So LSU.
Next game is South Carolina versus Tennessee, ranked number 21. South Carolina is 2-2, and Tennessee is 3-1. Tennessee's minus 12. And so, with that being said, I think South Carolina covers, to be honest with you. Tennessee is the same story every year. They're hyped real high, and then they lose it. Like, they lost the game already, and it's kind of just like they're a quality team. Get me wrong, they're very quality, good coach. good system. I like what they're doing down there, but South Carolina ain't no slouch, and they've proven that they've been in every single game this year for the most part. And I just think they're just a tough team to beat. We're home or away. South Carolina gonna come up. They're gonna show up. They're gonna give you a fight. So give me South Carolina -12.
I'm gonna
Plus
take
12. Plus 12. Sorry.
I'm gonna take Tennessee here. I think at home, I think they have a high powered offense. I think it's just too much of Neyland Stadium is crazy. They can pack 100,000 in there. I think that's just going to be the difference here. I'm gonna take Tennessee -12.
And last game is Notre Dame, number 11, versus Duke, number 17. This could be a game of the week too.
Good game.
To both Duke is plus 5.5 point underdogs. Both these teams have two good quarterbacks. They're probably both going to the NFL, I assume, at some point. Duke, they play really well at home. This game is tough. Notre Dame, they're undefeated too. So it's like they've been, taking care of their business as well, doing what they're supposed to be doing.
At home as well.
This is the best team that they've faced to this point. No, they beat Ohio State. I'm tripping. No.
Duke beat Clemson.
Notre Dame lost to Ohio State. I'm tripping.
That's why they're at 11.
Right. They're 11.
So
sorry, my bad. They lost to Ohio State.
Should have beat them.
They should have. It was a close game.
Very, very
that was a toughest opponent, so I messed up the whole thing. I forgot the Ohio State last week. Complete debauchery by me. Second hardest opponent. Yeah, I think Duke actually covers this game. I think it's going to be about a 3-point game. Super close. Duke, this is their time to put up and kind of see if they really about it. So I'll take Duke plus 5.5.
I'm going to take Notre Dame here just because I believe in Notre Dame and they let me down last week. I did take plus 3.5, so that helped me. But I thought they'd win the game. I think they're a better team. Duke really hasn't played anyone so far. I mean, they played Clemson, but we all know Clemson just a debauchery. So I'm going to take Notre Dame on the road -5.5. I like the quarterback, Sam Howell. Sam Hartman.
Sam Hartman. It's okay. A lot of Sams. Well, and if y'all want my lock of the week, is Colorado plus 21.5. You can't go against Deion again. Okay, look, I'll time out. I'm messing around. That's not a lock, y'all. Look, after last week, that ain't a lock, but I think they should be able to cover. I know USC is good, but I just don't see them getting blown out 2 weeks in a row. That's not his style. But my real lock, is actually a parlay lock. It's going to be Mizzou money line, Tennessee money line, and Georgia money line.
Okay.
And then you'll get about a plus 100, 150 odds with that. So
lock it in.
You got any locks besides the obvious?
My lock is Kansas. I'll stick by it. I'll see you guys around 7 o'clock to, cash in our money line bet. So rock chalk.
Till next time, y'all. Deuces.